Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today it's an unboxing of this bust. It's a 1 in 10 scale bust from Life Miniatures and purchased from El Greco Miniatures, which is a UK based supplier of busts and display figures and some of the sundries that you painting with and things like that. No connection to Life Miniatures, no connection to El Greco. Again, as I've always said, if you get decent service, shout it out. It's there's a lot of charlatans out there, and it's good to when you get service off companies that deserve a good shout out and vector people onto them. Anyway, this is the next bust. Well, I say the next bust. I've actually got two more coming. But when I'm told that they're actually being posted, and they arrive, I'll give you a shout out to them. I might use one to practice skin tones on. They're smaller busts, I believe, like slightly smaller than these guys. So I might just try another bust first. I don't know yet, but whatever happens, I'll be probably cleaning. Not that I can really see this will need a lot of cleaning up, but I'll be putting this together and things like that, and primed. Ready for painting, should I decide to put it aside and do the other one, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That was as clear as mud, wasn't it? A bit like the rest of this unboxing. So this is the sleeve. A lot of them come in these cardboard sleeves. They've always got a bit of nice artwork. Obviously they're painted by top range pro painters. This is sculpted by Seong Yup Lee and painted by Sang-Yon Lee, who is quite a well-known bust painter. As I said to you before, this is mainly, not only do I like the actual bust itself, but this is a dedication to my little pup who I lost last year. He was 10, his name Barkley, and he's a working cocker. I used to work him on the shoots and things like that, and he always used to be scrabbling around my shoulders when I was sat down, even when he was 10. And the joy in the pilot's face was the joy I had with my little mate. So this guy here is going to be black, same colour as Barkley, obviously, and it's going to be a tribute to my little buddy. Now, I'm scared stiff not only to stuff this up because it is a tribute, but when you look, I'm using the artwork here. But there's lots and lots of little things that can go horribly wrong. I'm working away to do stencils at the moment. I have seen one of the modelers on YouTube do it for aircraft, and it seemed a good, decent one. I'm not going to try and hand paint these because they are stenciled in real life, and I want them to look like that. I don't want to stuff that up. They're not as you would see later on in the war, the yellow Mae Wests. They're actually this greeny colour, canvas colour. I don't think there's anything else I can show you on that. Here we go. So that's what we've got to look forward to. Now I'm not sure if I've opened this or not. I must have done because I'm too excited on things like that. When I got this for Christmas, I believe. Let's see if we can go back again. So we've got a top layer of foam. We've got our delicate pieces placed on top. I'm not going to get them out of the bag, but they're obviously all our cables to the helmet. So they're going to be delicate. They seem okay. I don't intend to get them out in case I stuff that up, but yep, there are our cables. Put those over there. We have another layer of foam. It's very rare you get these resin figures that are it's that type of foam. That's how she's packed, or he for that matter. Let's have a look at the torso. Prominent stitching, stitching on the smaller scale stitching as well, by the look of it. there's our life jacket. Again, more parachute harness. Got the studs for the harness. I'd learnt to do on the Soviet fighter pilot I painted. I'd learnt to do how a lot of the painters are showing the texture on the harnesses. It's got to improve as usual, but I thought I might do the scarf green. I try not to paint them exactly as the box art. Got some nice joins there. I don't know if I can. Let's see, we can. There's the casting plugs on the outside. Maybe try and do this on camera, you've got no chance. Or is that supposed to go on that side? Oh, it would be, of course it would be, yeah, because he's over the top, isn't he? Sorry, I was starting to panic then. I thought, blow me, that plug's way out, but it isn't, because he's obviously got a little fella over his shoulder there, something like that anyway. Let me just have a look at the artwork. So oh, I don't know. We'll get there. It'll fit anyway. So, bit of careful. What I'd normally do there is just take it off with the razor saw first. Again, I'm not teaching to suck eggs. I've mentioned it on enough other things. Just be careful with resin. Check out my other videos if I'm talking about it. But basically, wet the surface down, cut it on top of a wet kitchen towel. It'll take a lot of the dust up. Wear a mask, preferably a proper, painting that we'd wear for the airbrush, not just a paper mask. But that's nice. It's got his rank, paint his rank in there. My phone goes off again every time I do one of these, and I think, no, I won't turn it off. Well, there's part of the little fella. He looks as messy as Barclay was as well. He was a right scruffy little bleeder. No, that'd be nice. So we've got our other arm. You can see so far no bobbles, blemishes. You've got to have casting plugs, and these are top class, well-known suppliers, makers of these things. That if there was another way of doing it, they'd do it. That's cracking. That's exactly what I'd expect from that company. I can't remember if my Lucky Jack bust, which is my emblem on the channel, I don't know if, I can't remember now, I don't think it was, I think that was a Young Miniatures. A lot of these are made in South Korea, or Republic of Korea. There's his little face. My little bloke had a great mop of hair on the top, but I don't want to stuff this sculpt up by trying to replicate that. I have thought about it, and I still might, but it's too good a sculpt to wreck, and I'm not a sculptor. Oh, let's have a look at his hand. I mean, again, that's fantastic. It's almost like a bit of sculpture in itself. Well, it is, I suppose. But no, that's really nice. Really nice. Bit of flash there, but I mean, that's negligible. You could almost blow that away. Gloves. Again, loads of depressions in the fabric. Again, casting plug at the end, not a problem. Try and keep these all in the same bags. What we've got here. So we've got our. Most of these busts will come with a mounting, like a mounting little plinth type of thing to set them on. Whether you use that is entirely up to you. A lot of guys use brass rod, wooden dowel, or the actual thing itself. These are where the earpieces on the helmet go. I've got a reciprocal one. Parts of the parachute harness, I presume. What's this little fella? No idea, but it'll become apparent at some stage, I take it. And then lastly, got our face, our head. Obviously these guys will obviously be covered in here with his, I don't think I'm going to get that with a casting plug on, there's no point putting that on. But what are we doing? Something like that maybe? Yeah. We've all seen flying helmets anyway, but yeah, that'll be fitted in there, so don't panic that he's got no ears. No, great. I've not done any young faces before, you know, with the tend to find, you know, you have a more blemish-free skin tone and stuff, so that'll be interesting in itself. Again, I've got a bit of experience now with a fighter pilot with his Soviet fighter pilot with his goggles. So we'll see how that works out. But no, that's great. So let me just get that back again. Actually see something as I'm finishing off. So that's a resin 1:10 scale bust called the Few RAF Fighter Pilot 1940 Battle of Britain. As I say, it will be coming up on the channel bit by bit over the coming months, whether it's now or, you know, later on, I don't know yet, but it's the next it might be the next Buster paint, or it might be one of these slightly smaller ones first, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So guys, thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. I wanted you to have a quick squiz at this before it all starts getting altered, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video. Cheers.